Most people think sleep is only about how many hours you get. 7 hours, 8 hours, maybe more. And if you're hitting that number, you assume you're doing everything right. But there's something much more important that almost nobody talks about. The way you sleep, not just how long, but how your body is positioned for those hours. Because night after night, your body is either being supported or slowly placed under strain. And the tricky part is this: you don't always notice it right away. It builds gradually, quietly. You wake up feeling a little stiff, a little tight, maybe slightly uncomfortable, and you tell yourself, that's just age. But here's what many people don't realize: your sleep position may be playing a much bigger role than you think, because while you sleep, your body is not just resting, it's recovering. Your muscles relax, your spine resets, your circulation shifts, your breathing pattern changes. And all of that is influenced by how your body is positioned. Now think about this. If your position supports your body, you wake up feeling better. If it doesn't, that strain builds, night after night, and over time, it starts to show. So today, let's walk through this clearly. Not in a complicated way, just simple understanding. We'll go through a few common sleep positions that may be working against you, and then we'll look at what you can do instead. Let's start with one that many people don't expect: sleeping on your stomach. For some people, this feels natural, comforting. It can even help you fall asleep faster. But over time, this position creates several hidden problems. Let's start with your neck. When you sleep on your stomach, your head has to turn to one side, and it stays there for hours. Now imagine holding your head in one position for that long while you're awake. You'd feel it almost immediately. But during sleep, your body doesn't correct it, so that tension builds. Night after night, you may wake up with stiffness, discomfort, sometimes even tingling in your arms. Now let's look at breathing. When your chest is pressed into the mattress, your lungs don't expand as freely. Your breathing becomes more shallow, less efficient, and over time, that can affect how rested you feel, even if you slept for many hours. There's also your lower back. This position can create pressure in your spine, especially if you already have some sensitivity there. So while it may feel comfortable at first, it often creates more strain than support. Now let's move to something many people find familiar: sleeping curled up tightly on your side, often called the fetal position. This position feels safe, natural. Many people instinctively move into it, especially when they want to feel comfortable. But here's where things can become a problem. When your body is curled too tightly, your breathing becomes restricted. Your chest has less room to expand. Your diaphragm doesn't move as freely. And that means your breathing may become more shallow during the night. Now let's talk about your spine. When your body stays in a deeply curved position for hours, it places stress on your posture. Over time, that can lead to stiffness in the morning. You may feel less balanced when you first stand up. Now here's the important part. This position is not bad by itself. It just needs adjustment. Instead of curling tightly, allow your body to stay more open, more relaxed. That small change can reduce a lot of strain. Now let's move to a position many people believe is the best: lying flat on your back without support. For years, this was considered ideal, and in some cases, it still can be helpful. But for many people over 60, it creates new challenges. Let's start with breathing. When you lie completely flat, your airway can become more narrow. This may lead to snoring or interrupted breathing. Even if you don't notice it directly, it can affect how rested you feel. Now let's talk about comfort. If your head and upper body are completely flat, it can create pressure in certain areas, and for some people, it may lead to discomfort during the night. There's also the issue of digestion. When your body is completely flat, it can make it easier for discomfort to develop, which may interrupt your sleep. Now here's the key. A small amount of support can change this completely, and we'll get to that shortly. But first, there's one more position to talk about: Sleeping in a recliner. Many people turn to this because it feels easier, especially if lying flat in bed feels uncomfortable. And at first, it can feel like a solution. You feel supported. You fall asleep quickly. But over time, it creates its own problems. Your body stays in a semi-seated position, which affects circulation, especially in your legs. You may notice swelling or stiffness. Gradually, your spine also doesn't fully relax. Your muscles stay slightly engaged instead of fully releasing, and that affects recovery. Even if you sleep for hours, your body may not reach deeper, restorative stages of sleep. So while it may feel helpful short term, it's not ideal as a long-term habit. Now let's shift to something more important. What actually helps? Sleeping on your side with support. This is one of the simplest adjustments and one of the most effective. When you lie on your side, your spine can stay in a natural position, but only if it's supported correctly. Here's what often happens. Your top leg falls forward, your hips shift, and that creates tension in your lower back. Now here's the simple fix. Place a pillow between your knees. This keeps your hips aligned, reduces pressure on your spine, and helps your body stay balanced. Now notice what happens. Your back feels more relaxed. Your joints feel less strained. Your body feels supported. This small change alone can make mornings feel very different. Sleeping on your back with gentle elevation. This is where things become much more comfortable. Instead of lying completely flat, you slightly raise your upper body, just enough to support your breathing. Now your airway stays more open. Your breathing becomes easier, more consistent. Now add one more small adjustment, a pillow under your knees. This takes pressure off your lower back, allows your spine to rest more naturally, and suddenly, your entire body feels more relaxed. This position is not about perfection, it's about support, giving your body the angles it needs to rest properly. Now let's talk about something subtle, but very important, your upper body tension. Many people sleep with their arms tight against their sides or in a position that creates pressure in the shoulders. Now here's a small adjustment. Allow your arms to rest slightly away from your body, relaxed, not forced. This reduces tension in your shoulders, improves circulation, and helps your upper body relax more fully. It's a small change, but it affects how your entire body feels in the morning. Now let's bring everything together into one idea. Comfort with support, not rigid positioning, not forcing your body, but guiding it, giving it the right conditions. Now imagine this. Your body is aligned, your breathing is easy, your muscles are relaxed, your circulation is flowing. That's what good sleep position creates. Not just comfort, but recovery. So what does all of this mean for you? It means you don't have to accept discomfort as normal. You don't have to assume stiffness is just part of aging. Sometimes it's just about small adjustments. Now tonight, try one simple change. Add a pillow. Adjust your position slightly. Give your body a different kind of support. And notice how you feel in the morning. Because when your body is supported the right way, it has a much better chance to recover. And over time, that changes everything. Sometimes, the smallest changes create the biggest improvements.